There's a lot of focus on increasing climate finance and making it clear that there's a difference between climate finance and developmental finance. So you don't confuse both. So when you're talking about climate finance, it's like you're driving to the climate change impacts. How does it affect, how does it improve in relation to climate change, not just developmental finance that is focusing on reduction of poverty. Yes, they can be interchanged, but it's better we have very clear goals and guidelines on what we want to do. And so at this year's COP, the emphasis is on how can the developing countries get the developed countries to pay more this year. So last time it was $100 billion. This year they are, estimating higher. Like, how can we get it to be working? How can we operationalize what is there? So it's not just going to be ambitions, but actions this time around. And then how can we operationalize it? Even things that has been done in 2 years ago, like COP27, we talked about loss and damage, but how can we get it operationalized? How can we make sure that these things are measurable and we're achieving them, not just talking. These are the major things we are discussing at this year's COP in relation to other things that have been happening over the years, like I said, on our Nibo side. So for 9 years, you've had this, that. Can we measure them? So it doesn't look like we're just talking. So that's what they're focusing on this year.
And for Nigeria, what should be the most important concerns out of it, the most important wins out of COP29?
Okay, so for every COP29, every country, so COP, for people that don't know, COP is a conference of parties, and it's a conference where you discuss climate change, which has become a lot of issues. So there are countries that have been underwater, flooding, that has been there for a long time. A good number is Sudan. Some part of Sudan has been underwater, the particular states. So if you're looking at
Nigeria
has flooding, but it's like we have these flashes that goes, then comes, but there are places that has been very, very destructive, right? So sometimes you look far-fetched when you're talking about it in Nigeria. And so Nigeria also went to this COP with what we call nationally determined contributions. So meaning that there are things we want to achieve. We are looking at how can we use renewable energy more, invest more in it. So this helps Nigeria to work. So when we go for COP, it brings visibility. It helps us to align ourselves better with the international community, with other African countries. How can we partner more, increase and things that make us improve on our climate change? How can we reduce emissions? How can we partner more to do better? Nigeria is investing in renewable energy a lot, in solar, in wind. Now, Nigeria has added climate change and health to our national determining contribution. So it's not just we are managing waste, we are increasing on renewable energies, we are looking at transportation, but also health, the impact on health as well. So yes, these are important things. Those 7 things that Nigeria went to COP with is what they are focusing on. And most importantly, how can we get more money from developed countries to implement these strategies in Nigeria?